Introducing first, from China, KUAI. And her opponent, from China, the defending champion, WANG Manyu.
She's back in Singapore and she is here to win it again. But standing in the way of WANG Manyu is the fast-rising kuaiman. We saw them warming up together just a short while ago, but now they are in adversity at either ends of the table in this highly attractive women's round of 16 matchup. It's the second seed against the 15th. It's an experienced player against a fast-rising 20-year-old, and they could go to 5 games in this one. Seen one or two of the fancy players upsets over the last day or two here in the Infinity Arena. Are we going to see something here? kuaiman, of course, has been catching the eye in her doubles play as well, the highest world ranking of 15, which is where she sits right now. And in terms of their face-to-face record, well, competitively at least, this is a first for these two. Patricia Liu is in the chair, and in a moment Fraser's going to run his professional eye over these two players.
I have red, black. Black for Kuai, red for Wang. Red, Wang, you win the toss. Receive, which end?
So WANG Manyu's here. Is she vulnerable here, Fraser, in this one, do you think?
Well, look, John, I mean, look, she's playing a teammate who knows her game very well. kuaiman, one of the very best. She won a title already this season. And, I mean, even though it's their first WTT meeting, kuaiman has defeated WANG Manyu before in round 9, match 4 of the Chinese Super League in 2023.
WANG Manyu it is there with that second world ranking here, 11 years of pro, huge win percentage, and as far as the 2024 season for her, champion in Singapore as we know, champion in Frankfurt, and then of course in the big WTT finals at the end of the year in Fukuoka, Japan. WANG Manyu comes to this with pedigree that we know all about. We've been hearing about kuaiman, who's making a lot of headlines, who's catching the eye here, and it's always good to get the human interest story behind this one. We understand that she's being known as Mandy, taking on an English name at times as kuaiman. Mandy, there you go, I suppose. She'll take that. And she's got a personality she shows on the table as well here. So champion of Muscat in 2024, so too in Doha, and of course a finalist in the early exchanges of this year in the same Muscat tournament there. Maybe a surprise, if anything, that she wasn't the winner in that one.
She was beaten in the final. Comfortably in the final there. Here's Marlene, the head coach of the Chinese women's team, 2008 Olympic champion in Beijing, one of the penal legends of our sport. And here's a look at what is up for grabs.
Yeah, we can get to this point now, really, because they have their eyes on the big prize. $75,000 goes to the eventual champion, and WANG Manyu, of course, knows all about taking out the big prize in this one here. But we're in the round of 16 as it stands, and then you start looking to the draw and figuring out who might go where beyond that. It's China against China. What does that mean when it comes to fan votes? Well, at worldtabletennis.com, it's WANG Manyu, understandably, given her pedigree, given her champion status, who has 67% of the votes. So 2/3 to a third. You go along with that?
I can understand why, but honestly, I wouldn't want to put my head on the chopping block here. This is going to be close, I feel.
Yeah, you've been saying that since we arrived today, and it's a pick that I can fully understand as well. In singles play, kuaiman is the third best at this event so far in terms of points won on serve. So this is a weapon.
1
She takes the
love.
first.
She's seamless, she's elegant, and now she's not suffering from any kind of imposter syndrome anymore. She plays like she belongs out here, and let's face it, she does, KUAI.
Love 2.
Great start from the youngster.
Yeah, just looking at those stats there, she, prior to this, had won 45. That's a 64% win rate, second only to Chen Xingtong and Sun Yingsha.
Very impressive.
Love
What a flick.
3.
She's sharp.
And that was too obviously a topspin serve there from WANG Manyu. Dismissive.
Oh, it's in. That's not.
4
Wasn't far off, though.
It's a few times we've seen that now in the Infinity Arena. Balloons off the top edge of WANG Manyu's backhand. KUAI didn't take her eye off the ball. Tell you what, I bet a hard skip to beat when she saw Wang wind back.
That was a tennis overhead there from WANG Manyu.
4-1.
So quick,
5.
rattling away with that backhand there, KUAI, who has come to play. And if she didn't know that already, WANG Manyu, well, she's fully aware of it now. This young player in her face.
Best of 5 still, remember the format. So winning that first game is so important, especially here.
2.
Trying to slow things down now, WANG Manyu. Nice sizzling spin, quite shallow.
Direction there as much as anything. The key.
6-2.
Unflappable so far. This forehand receive, she can come through the back with speed, she can guide it. WANG Manyu's gonna have to make changes to a service game.
And that's an early call. You know, if you think you've got to make that adjustment this early in a match, it speaks volumes to the quality of the opponent. Well, she surrenders a point on serve there to bring the champion back within 2.
Between these two players, you'd be more surprised to see such an overwhelmingly successful, service success statistic.
5-6.
And that's why she's the champ. Whipping that one past the forehander quite.
Let Wang, not vertically.
We saw WANG
5-6.
Manyu just get into a little bit of injury trouble in Macau, I think it was, at the Champions last time out. All good now. Well, she stayed alive, and she earned the reward for it, WANG Manyu. Brilliant play.
The starry-eyed fans just mesmerised at how she stayed in this one. Fortunate there initially, but then she was clever, good table awareness, out of position, play with high, heavy spin. It's deafening in here, isn't it, John?
They are absolutely fully at this, the fans. So far, they've kept the flashes away.
7-6.
Bit of respite there for KUAI.
Yeah, needed that. She gives nothing away. 20 years old, KUAI. But the force at the moment is with WANG Manyu.
What a receive.
Oh, and how about that? that return in the pocket there from Kuaiman.
Many players would have panicked and tried to hit the ball too hard after Wang Manyu blocked this ball. Clever to abbreviate the stroke, keep the bat high. She didn't have much time to work with. Wang Manyu could only hit air.
9-7.
9-7. So she's weathered a storm. She saw that mid-game shift in the balance of power, Kuaiman, and she's come back. And now she's on the back of this serve, which has been strong.
9-8.
But well read, well returned.
When you're playing a lefty who can play this bottle challenge serve, it's not easy to understand where to stand on the receive, how to meet the ball. That was cool, calm and collected from Wang Manyu. This is going to be another must-win point for her, really.
8-10.
And she went for it. Kuaiman on the serve, that tells you that she believes, and she's earned herself 2 game points off the back of that belief.
Perfect serve. Her first bounce was right at her own back line, and that's what you have to do if you want to make a quick, deep serve like that, with side spin and back spin. Double trouble.
Unflappable. And so, serving now to stay in this first game is Wang Manyu. There's 1.
Still feel as though Wang Manyu has an extra gear here. But 1 game point remaining.
And it's the younger woman, the 20-year-old takes it out against the 25-year-old here. The crowd absolutely relishing what they're seeing here in the Infinity Arena.
Great mental strength there more than anything from Kuaiman. She was ahead basically the entirety of the game, but Wang Manyu was squeezing, coming back in, saving that game point. Did well to hold her nerve.
Yeah, very well put. She showed the maturity she needed there. She's so resourceful. Let's have a look at what she's done. Well, she may be a game down here, but remember she's the defending champion. This was how it was won against Wang Yidi in Singapore last year. Muted celebration, but she knew that that was a big, big win. And a comfortable one, as it turned out in the end.
That was a huge title there for Wang Manyu. Seoul Smash title.
Well, if she's going to repeat, she's got some work to do here, trailing by a game against the young pretender, Kuaiman. She sent Wang Manyu so wide, and it was remarkable, and a tribute to her that she got the second one back.
Love the receive. Nice brush up from Wang. Look how relaxed Kuaiman is, and when you're facing that level of topspin, you have to be so relaxed in the upper body.
Oh, and again she's lunging to the right. Unlucky this time. Huge deviation.
Undying effort. Shows the importance of winning a single point in the first to 11 there, but a bit of fortune for Kuaiman with the serves.
Yeah, and 2 to the good already. Yeah.
Could be seeing a timeout soon from Wang Manyu.
Blasted off the frame there. And it's a good call there, Fraser, because she's on the back foot and she's backpedaling Wang Manyu.
Another top edge of the backhand shows you that additional rotation Kuaiman's putting into the ball here.
That time, she was all over it. A reminder then that if she does drop short, KUAIman, she's going to be punished. And again, 2 important points there, given the way things have been going.
Just a bit too lukewarm with that push. Too slow, didn't have the surprise factor. And Wang took no prisoners. That's better from her. Oh,
Miscues. When it looked as if there was a point for the taking.
And how much of the fact that WANG Manyu managed to get a few of those back when she was in defence played into that one. Bit of doubt from KUAIman.
Did you change your mind on it?
Perhaps admired her own shot too much, didn't recover quick enough.
Yeah. 3-all. Oh, too good. Too good for the champion.
The shot tolerance, that parallel backhand, and then this side-swiping forehand and another across the side of the ball.
Look at the misdirection of WANG Manyu there. Sent the wrong way.
Sensational.
Well, and then she gets all excited about one. 4-all. As much as anything, you feel the champion here has just got to pour a bit of cold water on KUAIman. Just chill her off a little bit here.
That's right. And now would be the time to do it. Strawberry push from KUAIman. Controlled backhand there from the defending champion.
Had her reaching once again. Too good, one way then the other. And it's the way she's, I don't want to say bullying, but she's just dominating at times here, KUAIman.
She's hitting a lot of nice winners, and I think she's reminded herself after she missed that smash to sort of just keep her posture on each and every stroke. It's not over till it's over. WANG Manyu has that ability to turn defence into attack.
And when she needs it, she's got the serve that has been such a friend to her. KUAIman. Angry with herself there. Again went for that deep long serve. Executed it well, but not the follow-up.
Wang adjusting her receive position. Stood a bit more centrally on receive there.
That's as tough to return as you could possibly get there on that flick off the backhand from KUAIman.
Wouldn't surprise me to see WANG Manyu now going back to the shovel serve, or perhaps even trying to serve long and then counter. This top spinny serve to middle and forehand's proven fairly ineffective. Let's see what she does. Oh, nice.
Yeah, good call, good execution, and she got the reward.
She stick with the pendulum, but she went sort of floaty and wider to the forehand. Backhand flick wasn't an option there for KUAIman.
Well, she took the initiative, WANG Manyu, to draw level at 7s. And now, an advantage at a critical time. Just a little celebration then, just a little clenched fist there for 8-8. Needed that second point on serve, KUAI, who prepares to receive 8 apiece in this huge second game. She leads by 1, remember, against the champion.
She receives it a little bit better there, KUAI, but let's have a look. It's not enough win on that, really, to trouble Wang.
It's a lot to ask for, isn't it? Put a lot on that return. She's got to try again. And she does, and that's the adjustment that is so impressive.
The third time was the charm, because the previous 2 times WANG Manyu's done that serve, KUAI's not had the answer. That was better. Fanned across it to play the line, backed it up, got the bat high, nice posture over that ball. Better prepared there.
And her reward for that is to serve with the possibility of serving out for the game. She sets it up again supremely well. Game point, KUAI.
That was so composed. No spin on the serve. Fanned across the backhand, guided it wide. That was as simple of a tactic as you can get. And it was so effective.
Again, she kept it simple, and she wins it. Listen to the crowd.
Well, well, well.
Changing of the guard by any chance?
Potentially. Not going to have an easy time of things, is he, Marlin, when it comes to selections? KUAI is here to play, and the defending champion could be about to bow out here.
KUAI all on her own, reflecting on what she's done thus far. 11-9, 11-9. She's given herself a chance of dumping the reigning champion out of this one. We take a little look over the last 6 months. 9 titles, and between them 4 going the way, look at this, of these players here. But the fact that KUAI is even in that equation to that level was why you came today saying this is going to be difficult, Fraser, for WANG Manyu, and it's certainly turned out to be that case. If she's to stay alive in the Singapore Smash 2025, she needs to win 3 games now, the reigning champion. Just going to break away from this absorbing narrative to take a little look at, well, we'll come back to the Smash Arena in just a moment, because we've got some stories to update you on there, but it's hard to take your eyes off this one, really. Let's get into Game 3.
Love one.
Now what's the challenge for KUAI, having done what she's done?
Mental challenge. So close to the finish line, you can taste it on the tip of your tongue. Now it's a question of presence, mentally. She has the ability to beat her.
But that is what she's up against. Champion pedigree. And if there is to be any uncertainty in KUAI's mind, then WANG Manyu, you can be sure, will play on it. Oh, she's made a great start. An expansive, aggressive start to this 3rd game. She's taken all 4 points. And if you are going to stage your comeback, this is the way to do it.
Decent push, nice brush up. KUAI went for the jugular. This is a great start indeed, John. Hard to tell because of the score how much of the fact this is to do with KUAI and how much is to do with WANG Manyu.
Got to say that the defending champion has got to take a lot of credit for what's happening here. There's all the pressure now, for the first time really in this match, is on the 20-year-old. But if it's pressure, she finds a way to deal with it. And we've seen that impressively across all the formats she's been involved in here in Singapore this week.
Excellent redirection. And that was an irregular transition to make because KUAIman was playing a wide forehand. Good lunge there, went more to middle. Wang expels her energy through that. Playing way, way better here.
2-6.
We saw her in spots of bother at the last edition, quite early on as well, against the Indian pimpler Srija Akula. But this is a different type of test here against a teammate. Reverse pendulum. First time we've seen her bring that into the equation.
Yeah, changed it up. Been really impressed by the way that she just manages these points. Not afraid to go, and we saw an example of some brilliant long serves early on. But it's still a 4-point cushion for Wang.
I think relied on her serve again a little bit too much there after the success of the first one. Having to wait for them to drop a bit here, KUAIman. What defense.
And then the backhand for once fails WANG Manyu miles from the table. And that probably came as a surprise.
She was in no woman's land back there. She tried to go for an all or nothing backhand rip eventually. Couldn't afford to take her eye off the ball for a second, and they were very, very difficult balls to deal with. She couldn't try the drop shot there, KUAIman.
She was almost out the door there, WANG Manyu.
4-8.
Comes back in though, straight away, next point. 4-point lead. Well, of course, watching a match is happening right down at the bottom of the draw, given her seeding here. And the winner of this one will go through to take on the winner in the quarterfinals of a really compelling looking matchup that's not too far away. In an hour or so's time, it's Satsuki Odo from Japan up against the former world #1 qualifier in Zhu Yuling, representing Macau.
5-8.
Might be keeping an eye on that match a little bit later on.
Definitely, I mean, Zhu Yuling's already defeated Hirano in 3 straight games. Shows you the class of Chinese players. You know, they never lose it.
It's beginning to look as if this might become a 2-1 match. But not yet.
She has made changes to the service game, WANG Manyu, going more wide to the forehand. What will she do on this one? To the middle, great push.
7-9.
Great push indeed, and now it's tense in here, and WANG Manyu still has that timeout. If she needs to bank on it now, she will be on receive though, so... Well, the fact she's not even calling it shows that she believes this is far from done.
Just getting the hurry up here to play, KUAIman. She hits the bottom of the table. She's on her knees. Wang Manyu, that was just dying on her, and she calls it.
I was about to say, if not now, then when? Great shot selection there with that backhand. After Wang again flailing, manages to get one back. But
talking about great shots, if she ends up losing this one, you can be sure that's making some highlights reels. Wang Manyu literally and figuratively down on the ground there. But it's still hers to take this third game. She only has that 1 point advantage now as she sits and seeks her own counsel. Warm-ups for Gao Cheng-Ray, who was so impressive last time we saw him against the man of whom you'd say exactly the same. A round of 16 men's singles matchup against the blonde-haired Korean Jang Woo-jin. The great matches just keep on coming here, Fraser, today.
This is going to be a really pacey match, full of fireworks. Stay tuned here at World Table Tennis.
But right now, there's serious business to be completed in Game 3 of this absorbing encounter between the two Chinese women. On the red, down the line, parallels her way back to 9-9.
Absolutely zero hesitation from KUAIman.
Oh, what a replay. That was in the paint.
Well, the first two games were 9-9. Will it be an ambulance for Wang Manyu here?
She's taken 6 out of 8 here, KUAIman. Just when you thought we'd seen all she has to offer, she digs deeper. And now she's on the brink, somehow. From looking as if there was a comeback on, she has said, no, I fancy a match point, and she's got one. Is the champion going out in straight games? Not yet. Remember to breathe, Fraser.
Thanks for reminding me, John. It's going blue in the face. This has been exceptional.
Play.
Talk about exceptional. She earns another match point. Surely this KUAIman narrative is unstoppable now.
She just grows in confidence throughout the rally. She's just in a flow state here, not even really thinking about it, KUAIman.
Stop. No flash, thank you.
A study in focus in more ways than one.
No flash, please. Thank you. 10, 11. 11.
Just when you thought it couldn't get more tense, it does. The crowd is involved, for better or worse. And now they go again. 11-all. Oh, that's sumptuous. To have the confidence to roll that shot out there, Fraser.
Just obviously sense, you know, the body of the opponent, the weight, where it's more so towards, and get it away from the racket like that.
to stay alive. Wang Manyu serves 11-12. And she does, because that is the pedigree that you know you get. That is the hallmark of a champion. She does not want to surrender what she has here in Singapore.
Former world champion there, adapting brilliantly. That guide flick into the middle wasn't obvious where it was going to go. Wang playing the backhand from middle to protect it.
It's close on serve in terms of success, but we're into only 1 point needed territory at the moment, really. It's going to be the finest of margins in this biggest of games. She sets up another match point. Is it coming now?
It's the shot that we saw in the mixed doubles, this backhand cross table. Finding these angles time and time again. And it's no time to die for Wang Manyu.
No flash,
again, fourth match point.
Wang has been fighting tigerishly here.
12-13.
She'll back herself again.
Time out. Quiet.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Let her marinate. Just let her marinate a little bit here.
How about the head on those young shoulders?
Makes sense. Well, we say it. The only time you'll see a timeout won after a player has won a point is in juice when they fail to convert game or match points. That's why she's done this, kuaiman.
And so we leave her with a... This place has gone completely silent. Can you believe that? As she's with her thoughts. The crowd is totally engaged, invested in this. And for Manyu now, having to... How would you feel knowing that you've got to step up and serve? And she was about to step into her service action there, you know?
I think how you feel is irrelevant, and I think Wang Manyu knows that and won't be feeling anything other than what, you know, she needs to do right now. Thinking rather than feeling. She has serve, it alternates at juice, it's a stalemate situation. It's just a case of winning a point for Wang Manyu. Nothing more complex than that. And if she emphasizes this too hard, she will lose this match here and now.
Right, muscle memory, training, years of experience, pedigree, execute. That's it. Can she do it to stay in this women's singles? Brilliant. Brilliant on the backhand from Wang Manyu. As if there was any doubt about her character, credentials, courage.
Oh, she did well, kuaiman off that net, but look at this weight transfer here. Full-bodied forehand. Fourth match point saved.
She's not surrendering anything without a fight, Wang Manyu. Oh, what was on that serve? She tried to manufacture something. The grunt of effort from Wang Manyu, but it's in vain because for a fifth time, kuaiman receives, knowing she can progress here. It had to give, and it does, and kuaiman has knocked out the champion.
Are we looking at the truth of the Chinese future here in the women's game in kuaiman? The lefty, tipped as a protege, has defeated Wang Manyu in 3 straight games, John. That is unbelievable.
And not just any games, 15-13 in the third. Showing depths of character and quality that even Wang Manyu must have been impressed by. Game recognizes game, and she must know that this 20-year-old, as you just called it, has got something. Oh, look at this.
I mean, that's a player in Wang Manyu who prides herself in finding the wiggle room. When the going gets tough, she gets going. And the fact that it was won 3-0 and every game was separated by a margin of 2 points showed you who the better player was physically and up there in the grey as well.
That's the thing that maybe as much as anything has impressed us here. Look at that shot as the fans rise to somebody who is stamping her